Was there a specific? I know you had said there was a few that you thought would be good. Was there a specific one that you like the questions, or you just?
No, I just saw them random questions.
Oh.
All right, you ready now?
Ready for the intro?
Let's go, Lonnie.
Hey guys, and welcome to Sisters in Life, where we discuss the lit we read and life. I'm Layla.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Shannon.
Rayn.
And tonight is a double header. We will be discussing something matter, bad matter,
Dark matter.
It was bad and it mattered. Dark matter.
Oh my gosh!
It was bad.
Dark matter and bad influence.
Okay.
I'm done
It's
already.
a combination of the two books.
Yeah.
All right. So who had Dark Matter?
I'll take it.
We'll let you take it.
Yeah, you can take it because at the end of the
it.
day, I don't know what the hell was mattering in the dark.
Hey,
So real high level recap for those that want to read it, because I thought it was a really good book. It was giving butterfly effect a little bit. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that, but
it was.
It was about a guy who, goes to his friend's celebration one day, and then all of a sudden somebody jump him in the alley, and he goes through these dual universes trying to get back home, essentially.
But it's like his life mirrored in each universe, like.
Well, it's him.
Right, he can't. He can't time travel. He's not time traveling.
These
he
are all
can't
real
go
hims.
into the future. He can't go into the future, so that it's all real time. He's just in a different
universe life.
You know what's crazy is like the book when they started talking about like all like the like Schrodinger's cat and all that. I knew all that shit because I watched Big Bang Theory. And that's all they do, talk about that all the time because he's a theoretical physicist. So they talk about dark matter and all that stuff. So once he said Schrodinger's cat, I was like, I know exactly what they're talking about. I knew everything. I was like, oh,
this was your book.
Man, he's talking about the particles.
But it wasn't her book though.
Man, I was like, I understood all of it. I was so excited.
It was good. I liked it. I really liked it. It was supposed to be a thriller. It didn't give me thriller, but it definitely gave sci-fi.
Yeah, very much sci-fi for sure.
Yeah, and the ending was lackluster for me. I know Shannon says she don't know what happened at the end. Now, if you want me to say what happened,
no, I mean the end, the dude killed the dude, and they went on about their life.
We just don't know where the life took them.
Right.
Yeah, because the son picked where the hell they were going.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that maybe with the series, it's gonna be like a season 2, and maybe they're gonna.
I think I did see that there was a season 2.
It's gotta be, because that's gotta be why it ended like that, because that was stupid.
Yeah,
you can keep it.
Not stupid, but
it left it open for a book. You would want a conclusion. For a series, you would want it to be open so they could bring in season 2. But for a book, you kind of want to know, like, I guess it's kind of like.
It said it referenced the movie on the book. It said it was a movie. What did it say?
It said a movie tie-in or something like that.
A movie tie-in, right? So,
yeah.
I wonder, was this written like with the intention that that's going to be a movie, or is there an alternate book and then he rewrote it script for the movie?
This book is actually, because when I went to buy this on Audible, I bought like the whole wrong language and I had to refund it and get the right one, because the original one with the red cover, it's in a completely different language. So I wonder if it's been translated over to English. Like I wonder if this is from like Norway or some random place like that.
Right.
I enjoyed it because, like I said, I liked all the sciencey parts of it, and I think I liked it when it kicked off, when he started going into different doors at first, because then it's like he just ran into so many possibilities, like the zombie or the plague people or whatever. Like his wife had all them boils and stuff, and
that little COVID going.
COVID one they had when they went into when they were in the damn tundra and the ice. I was like, how the fuck they gonna survive? I think the only thing that would have been better for me, I honestly thought she should have picked husband number 2. because he was like, I feel like this is my thought process, okay, from Jason 1 or whatever his name was, he kind of took for granted for his life. He was like monotonous and stagnant. Like we all probably are. We all take our spouses for granted in some way. We all kind of just, are mundane kind of a little bit. But him knowing what his life was going to be, the second one, he's like, fuck all that. I had that. I don't want that life. I don't want the notoriety, the fame. I want to, put all my energy into my wife. I want to put all my energy into my family. I want that. And I feel like the other Jason, had he never gone through this experience, as far as being in the boxes, he probably would have never found that appreciation that Jason 2 already had. So even though he was kind of off to her, he was fucking her like crazy. He was there. He was attentive. He's the person who's seen both sides. So he knows the grass isn't as green. So he knows how to dive in and be that, not perfect husband, but the husband that everybody kind of would want, or spouse that everybody would kind of want. Because she's like, you're different. Like you're here, you're present. He was pounding into her like they was first met, like fucking every night, I bet.
But I think Jason 1 would have gave her that because he had her and lost her, and now he has her back.
That's true.
So he's the one that fought to get
he's
back.
He's gonna appreciate her too. Yeah,
he the one that he out here. They ready. Well, all of them really. Who is this lady? Girl, all of them was about the people.
Right. I said, oh, she got the good. They all wanted her. They was coming out the woodwork though. They was climbing through all the portals. Darlene or Diane, it wasn't Darlene. It was like Diane or Delilah or some D word.
I can't remember her name. But yeah, baby, Lil Diddy had that.
Lil Diddy.
She had that thing, honey. It was 72 of them. It was like Jason 76. Jason.
There was some. I thought that was cool. There was, because I thought that was cool when they all got onto that email. Because even though they're all different, they're all thinking the same because they're the same person. So it's like, oh, I was gonna go and get a gun. Well, we already had 3 people come try to get the gun, so you got to get out of here. Man, I was like, you gotta start thinking opposite.
Yeah, they done tricked. They didn't got a gun. They was ready.
Somebody
had already got one. Yeah,
they was killing each other.
Got caught slipping.
Yes. Okay, so let's jump right into the questions then. So, oh, her name was Daniela.
Okay.
We
were close.
Okay, so at its heart, Dark Matter is a love story. Yet we see Daniela in many different worlds and in situations where she is not with Jason and happy. Do you think they are supposed to be together? Do you believe that they would have been just as happy pursuing their career-driven dreams? So in their world, they stopped the careers and they focused on family. Do you think that they would have been happy had they not done that in their other lives? Because Daniela, she was some big shot artist. She was big, and he was getting awards and grants and all kinds of things.
And she was dating the homeboy.
Yeah, I think they could have been happy apart. I think them seeing that side of it though helped, like you said, the other world for them to come together. But
I don't think Jason
had different ambitions. I think they have different ambitions from that.
I think either way, Jason would have been, because even when he is in the other person's, it seems like he's still kind of not happy with anything but her. His whole focus is for her. Yeah.
He legit gave all of that up for her. Mm-hmm. So he would have been happy. Now she was out here living her best life.
She was. She really was.
She had got her whole new man. She was funny.
Wasn't at all.
Although she clearly was still thinking about him because she did the whole exhibit.
Yeah.
It
was dedicated to him, really.
Dedicated to him, yeah. So maybe. And
he was always in the back of her mind. Yeah.
So maybe not.
The one that got away. Okay, so for you, what was the biggest surprises as you follow Jason through the many twists laid out in Dark Matter?
The surprises?
I don't know if there was a lot of surprises. I was actually shocked that when him and, I think her name was Amanda, when she saved him from the place, I thought so that my thought process in this book was they're going to keep trying all these different Jason worlds, trying to find their way back, and they're going to find a relationship with each other. So I thought that was going to lean towards that. So I thought towards the end they were either never going to find it and they were going to stay in a world and make it a life for them, or they were going to get to the end and find it and realize like, oh, I'm back with Daniela, but I really want Amanda. So maybe his search would have been like, I'm at my family, and then I go to a party and Amanda's there or something like that. And I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck, it's a triangle. We didn't know coming.
Whitney always trying to get somebody to run a triangle.
Always.
Every chance she can get.
That was funny.
I don't think I was surprised by anything. Really, maybe the that there were so many alternate people or Jasons, and that they all were. I think that's just, I guess, ultimate love. I guess like kind of says that there is your mate, like somebody that is you, regardless. So in any version of life, they all were connected to her and all seeking her and trying to find her in 92 different versions of life.
Because it wasn't even really about the son, because in some of the versions he wasn't even there. So it's like,
they didn't even have him. Like they weren't. Yeah. So that was
oh,
cool.
this is a good one. Okay, so what makes Jason 1 stand out amongst the others? Is our allegiance to him a matter of perspective, or is there something fundamental to him that is more deserving of Daniela and Charlie than the others? I didn't really like Jason 1, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Why though?
Who had allegiance to him? Because I sure the hell did.
I feel like I didn't mind Jason 1. Like I like that
having allegiance.
Yeah, I was like with him with the pursuit of trying to get, find Daniela and stuff. But then I was like, Daniela, I mean, she's happy, leave her alone.
I think because it was his Daniela, like that. The whole book, he's trying to get back to his Daniela that was taken from him. I don't know what was going on in all these other people's situations, but we know that what Jason 2 or whichever Jason was that jumped him in the alley took his life, like took his version or his, his place. And so I think the route for him to get back what was his is what the book kind of tried.
So do you think that made you root for him in his quest for trying to get back his life, because the second version of him took his life?
It was like
I wasn't really one. I really get no books.
I wasn't, but either one of them.
But I mean, I get why
I can see where, See, what's crazy is like, I wonder, like, so Jason 2 is the one who took his career and he went through and he basically built this, machine that made all this possible. So if that's the case, sir, right? Figure out time travel and go back and tell her don't give up the baby.
It's too long.
I guess take too long.
It took him 15 years. It took him 15
but
years.
How did he not think this through though? Like, why didn't he think like, let me not put Jason back in my world. Why don't I take him all the way out? Like, he didn't think about that at all.
Right.
Like, he was just like, I'm just going to insert myself into this life.
Well, they were talking about how, you kind of battle with that moral compass of like, I don't want to the people. I'm going to, that justifies what I'm trying to do. I'm going to send him back to the lap of luxury, and I'm just gonna take his little mediocre job and his little wife. I'm gonna give you the money. This is what
maybe he thought he would be happy, because he said he had been watching him and stalking. That was crazy. Jason 1 ended up like low-key real stalking them too. It's like he was in the house watching them sleep. Oh, that was crazy. But I guess that makes sense, because he's like, maybe he will appreciate my life more. Yeah, because I have the fame and notoriety.
When he was talking to Amanda, and they were talking about like. He was debating on whether he should do that. He was like, well, that's the justification, or like that's how you rationalize as a good man or as a good person what you're doing. Like, you're not gonna do this. I'm gonna send you back over here, or I'm not gonna, take it like it was. So
okay. Let me see if there's any other ones.
Let that be it. Let's go
Oh,
on.
here's one. This is what I really like to do. This is just the general one. Is there a path not taken that you wish you could experience? If so, what is it? Do you feel you ultimately made the right decision? I got a couple of them.
Hey, Layla, what's the path?
August 22nd, 2003, I should have been doing something else than what I was doing. I should have skipped the wedding, baby.
Damn.
I should have been at on the Texas Giant or something at Six Flags. Anything.
On the Texas Giant.
Anything. Other than what I was doing. That's a roller coaster.
That's a roller coaster.
You know what? And what I thought in my head was that big ass cowboy. That Texas doesn't Texas have a big ass cowboy?
I don't know what I was thinking about.
Oh, you talking about Big Tech?
The statue. Yeah, the
Big
statue.
Tech.
I was like, okay, why are you about to get on the Big Tech?
I thought you were talking about like a
Bill.
like a
I know what she was talking about.
At least that roller coaster would have ended, because this shit.
You gotta throw some of them in there too.
Right.
Upside down. Walk it up.
I think for me, I think the only things I probably would have done differently is like I have one tattoo I probably wouldn't have gotten. I did one or two stupid things when I was young that I definitely wouldn't have done. But other than that, I feel like I'm where my life is taking me.
A whole relationship or two I could have skipped over.
Took some miles off the chassis.
No,
I would have added some more
regret
miles
none
to
of
mine.
that. Yeah, you probably would have added some more of that, some more miles.
I got some more miles.
I'm done.
I put some miles on this baby. Woo!
Anyway,
on to the next.
What is it?
Bad influence.
Bad
By
influence.
Brandon Massey.
Brandon Massey, Lord. Let's get into it. Who picked this out with these two families? Rayn. You did a good job.
It wasn't my fault. I was trying to pick this for next week.
It was good. We needed this.
That book. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, I've been on Brandon Massey tip and Nana. He do not miss. Okay, every book of his, he gonna be like,
it was good.
Like it's not like a Octavia Grant, but he'll be like, ain't no way in hell these people can be this stupid going through life like this.
Baby.
Because what?
Yeah. I feel like with his, even though it's still everything that was in it, I was like, it was shocking. It wasn't there solely for shock value, which is I think more of a Octavia Grant. Like hers are, let me put this crazy ass thing right here because I know people are like, what the fuck? His was very much followed. That shit's realistic as hell. Like this little bitch is crazy the whole time.
Absolutely. But the only person that I felt like I'm hoping was a little bit unrealistic is Adrian. Because baby, ain't no way. As a man,
you supposed to be like Galaxy.
I'm not that person.
Oh yeah. He's like, what kind of prizes do you like?
Galaxy. Go ahead.
When I get that a person could be like, hey, I don't want to jeopardize my job. I don't want to. Look, your ass was already fired. Okay? You were fired. I have not seen a man so thirsty. You're supposed to be the protector of your family. This sucker was thirsty as if this was the only place of employment for 500 miles. And he would have to walk to work with a donkey on his back if he had to work somewhere else. Because I'm like, damn.
But didn't he like search for jobs and he wasn't able to get none?
Did he search for jobs?
I don't even know if he searched for jobs.
I think he did. I think he searched for some jobs.
Up his little fucking resume.
He couldn't get none. And then he was offered basically an out by her being friends with, the people that were
at that and used her.
He didn't search long because he wasn't laid off.
I didn't even think he searched because I remember when he called his wife, he was like, I need you to help me with my resume.
Yeah,
and that's the only thing I heard about him looking. And I don't even think she got the chance to do it because the next day he was sucking dick.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Lord.
Wait a minute. Then you kind of in your feelings because they hired you back in your temp position. Motherfucker, that's what you was. That's what you. What did you think he was gonna need the VP?
He told him he was gonna be permanent.
You permanently in that temp position.
Permanent with no papers, with sicknesses at all. I'm gonna need this in writing immediately.
I wouldn't have took the job. He really was riding.
Oh, okay, but
Too
hold on.
hard.
Let's do the recap. We didn't just jumped into it. Let's go ahead and do the recap.
Rayn's
who
recap.
recapping? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's your recap.
Yeah.
That's your book.
Okay, well, this is gonna be some spoilers because the book started off with this like little girl crazy. So the book
It's him.
The book starts off with what's the book girl like Scarlet.
Scarlet.
She was a little girl, and
She like 13.
she was younger. I'm talking about when it started.
At the very beginning.
She was a little girl, like 5 or 6 or something. She was a little girl, and she was messing with the neighbor, and the neighbor said something about her messing with her flowers, and she went over there threatening the little girl. Did she cut that later? I feel like she cut that later. I don't remember. But
She pushed her down the stairs.
She will push you down the stairs.
She did, yeah.
She pushed her down the stairs.
Hurt the lady. So then fast forward some years, and she's now 14. And she's at school. She has been kicked out of the private school she was in. So now she's with the commoners. And
at the old public school.
At the public, right. And she meets the little girl. Harper.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. She meets Harper, and Harper is so pressed for a friend that
like
you
her
know,
daddy.
she immediately jumps for this little girl giving her attention. She's like, they're BFFs. She wants to be around her, be like her. She starts dressing with the little crop tops and booty shorts. She's skipping school and an alley. And she's goes up to the
she's respective of the daddy.
Real respect.
At
But
first.
she walk up at first, shake his hand, and
Mr.
the bar getting drunk, and so they befriend each other. And next thing you know, she's sneaking off, popping ordering Ubers from the school, and Harper, she left school, ain't told nobody where she at. They running around the city looking for her. They find her iPhone. She at the mall. They chilling.
Ice cream Fridays.
Gave her a little trap phone because she knows Harper gonna get in trouble, so she take the little phone. Anyway, so her book is just about how Scarlet is just being a bad influence on Harper. She's got her talking back. She got her cussing at her mama. Her mama gonna smack the shit out of her, cussing, calling her a bitch. And so it's also,
but she only did that for show.
Scarlet.
Listen, if there was ever a time, there you wouldn't feel too comfortable with calling your mama out her name. So she had to do that shit.
But she did
called
that
her a fucking bitch. She called her a fucking bitch too.
Yeah, you was too comfortable.
She had been watching Scarlett talk to her mom. Scarlett can call her mom and her dad by their first names.
Mm-hmm.
They do anything.
Real comfortable over there.
Right. Not just that, they do too much in front of Scarlett, and they have an open marriage. So, Scarlett's mama Gina is hitting on Adrian, who is Harper's daddy, because Harper's parents are separated.
Mm-hmm. Their parents are separated.
So,
but it come out that Scarlett is just about that life. So she done drowned her cousin before. She done had her other best friend poison her family, and then the little girl get so guilty about it. She done unalived herself, and she keeps threatening Harper like, "Oh, I like to drown people." Kiki, like, no, it's not funny. So, ultimately, they find out that Harper really is a little cray, and Harper's parents. I mean, Scarlett is a little cray, and Harper's parents say you can't deal with her no more. And Scarlett tells Harper, "Snitches get stitches, and you can't not be my friend because if you try not to be my friend no more."
This is Bad Influence by Brandon Massey.
It's either you my friend or you ain't nobody friend. Okay,
nobody.
And she snatched her little ass up. And some little
Harper put herself in a position to get snatched up. Because when your parents finally get you in a position of where you say you feel so much allegiance and loyalty to Scarlett that you call her, she come pick you up, and she about to unalive both of y'all.
She just really wanted a friend, and that just goes into these like girls or even boys, just children in general that have such low self-esteem, or like they're in an environment where they have no friends, they're always being picked on, they're the oddball. And now you get this girl who is seemingly like the popular girl, the cool girl that wants to be your friend. And you're going to do anything to continue to be her friend because she was super. That little girl was talking crazy to her. Like, she wasn't even being friendly.
Yes. She was, you're so gullible. Ha 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 ha. Don't be like,
this reminds me of the episode.
This reminds me of the episode of Full House, right? When DJ is going out, right, and her friends, they get in the car and the boys have been drinking. Now she knows she's not supposed to be in that damn car. She knows she's not.
You're talking about
and she was like, she had a conscience, and she's like, no, I'm not allowed to do that. And they get in a fucking car accident.
How old was DJ?
Yeah. When they got older, when they got older. You know, Full House was on until. No, they was not supposed to be drinking. No, they was not. They was in high school.
Yeah, she was in high school. And she did the right thing because she wasn't Harper. And she got her ass out the car. And she said no. And her friends ended up getting into a car accident. And I was like, she didn't have Danny Tanner as a fucking father. That's why.
But this girl doesn't have her dad.
And the whole support system.
Uncle Jesse.
She learns this like fine ass Uncle Jesse.
Hey, Queenie.
But this girl is learning to be thirsty just like her dad. Because he is selling his daughter off. Like his wife is saying, that little girl, something ain't right. Something ain't right. He's like, but my job.
Is this an interracial couple?
I couldn't really tell.
Given that way because somebody had red hair. When they said they pulled her and the hair was red, I was like,
her hair was auburn. That was.
But I think the dad. It was given the dad of Scarlett.
Oh, Lamont! I thought Lamont was black.
He was because he looked like Rick Fox. He was Rick Fox.
He looked like Red Fox.
I thought Adrian and Steph might have been an interracial couple because whenever she got grabbed, Harper's hair was auburn.
Harper family was interracial.
Yeah.
Because even when they went to go meet the dad of the ex-best friend, he was a white man.
Yeah.
But he referenced he was in he referenced about being race, like something about a race.
Yeah, he was saying his wife was black because he was like, my family didn't want to fool with, didn't even come to our wedding because they weren't really fooling with us. And he's like, and I didn't want to say a lot of stuff to the little girl, whatever her name was, Scarlett, because I didn't want them to come out and say that I was racist. Like he didn't want to say stuff like that.
So it made sense the reason why he was doing what he was doing.
Well, we know Scarlett
because Adrian was and Stephanie was.
Scarlett's this because in the beginning he describes her. He talks
Gina,
about
I'm not Scarlett.
Because Gina's straight.
Yeah, she was like, hold on, the little girl can't fuck with her no more. It's over. It's a wrap. I don't even want to hear nothing about it.
Yeah, and
the dude was like, but still, Right.
Adrian was
definitely had to be.
Although he might have not been because he was so stuck on Lamont. He was saying he wanted him to mentor him.
He kept calling him brother. He kept calling him brother too.
They do. That's what they do. Hey, brother. Hi, brother.
But maybe he was more like a Carlton. Maybe
no,
he was more like
they do it to other black. I've seen men.
How you doing, bro?
But he kept saying he wanted to mentor him so he can also get in that position because a lot of them had not made it to the position that Lamont had. So I'm thinking he was another black man.
I think he was. He had to have been just maybe a little soft man.
Oh, no.
Okay, well,
it is open to interpretation.
The little cotton ball man was awful. And
the whole book too. Like at no point in the book does he even have like this comeback until the last like 99% of the book.
And your daughter's
even
about
then, you're still fucking stupid because even them, they're dumb. First of all, I sleep too late. You can't sneak out the fucking hotel room with me, baby.
Hey, you just got back. Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry. What I was about to say was the lady at the store that tried to help. Now,
that was wild.
No, what I was trying to say, the whole while is what I was trying to say. The whole while you're acting this way, you don't even want to call the police because Gina said don't call the police. This is your child.
As soon as I get her location, I'm calling the police.
Right. Like,
okay.
He's telling the wife, oh, but don't call the police.
And she done stole the Porsche. You need to be calling the police.
Like at this point, all you gotta do is just tell them.
She could.
Even what's her name? Even like there's so many instances in this book where this could have been resolved if the daddy hadn't been just.
Listen, it would have been resolved at the very beginning when she was at the mall and she ain't tell nobody. Don't kick it with that bitch no more.
At all.
But
game over.
Here we have Adrian. Then you ogling her mama because you attracted to her, and you and your wife are separated. But you say you want her back. You say you're trying to fight for her, but you over there lusting after this woman who's offering you a drink, but you don't drink.
You know what though? I can say that was one thing about Adrian, that he could have died. He could have dove head first into that. He could have. He really didn't, because he really was like, he's like, I am attracted to this lady. And at that moment, it was because he thought his wife was out there also doing her own thing. Like he thought she wasn't really serious about them getting back together. It wasn't until the wife though noticed that, hey, Gina was touching. He's giving
attention to somewhere else, so and she was like, no, we're not. We're working on our marriage.
But
he would have baby, he was gonna get in.
He would have. I mean, but he could have slid right in. He could have slid right on in. Right
after. Had she not,
he was about to.
Slid right on.
He was about to. He was okay with it. He was about to.
No, but then what got me is that the little girl knew a little too much. She was like, "Oh yeah, your daddy gonna be what you call it, boyfriend." Why do you know that?
No,
because she probably had
tell him. Are you gonna?
She probably had the house bug.
How do you
Lamont? For the husband to be like,
dictate stuff.
Go ahead and consider being my wife's boyfriend. You can get a bedroom up there. What?
A brother husband.
Now you can see y'all saying, y'all only saying that because y'all don't like him. Because had that been in a different book,
we love
in a different setup, y'all would have been.
I honestly have a problem with that at all. And I was like, we about
I ain't gonna lie. Yes, it would have been. I mean, but. You talking about the cheering, like know,
the kids know too much.
In a different book, the children wouldn't even been mentioned.
The children would have been.
These is all adults, and they fucking on their own time. Right. You fucking on the cheering time.
And for Scarlett to walk in and knew her mama was tipsy and be like, ew, Mr. whatever his last name, but Adrian basically. You're that desperate, you're gonna mess with a woman while she's sloppy drunk, and I was like,
why is that your business? Why do you don't stay in a child place?
But you know that's the reality. That's real life for because although we be reading these books and these people be doing all this, them people in them poly relationships, some of them be having kids, or them open relationships, they be having kids, and they be knowing what be going on.
I mean, what's it called? What's that one show? With the guy with all the wives, they got kids.
They do got kids.
Which one? Sister wives. Even the one that were the brother husband, they had kids. Some of them had kids in there.
But that was based on religion. Different. Not that it's different, but it's not different. They based it on religion. He has different households. You're not.
That couple on TikTok. That girl that got the 2 wives. And they just got a girlfriend.
I saw them.
Where's that at?
I was on that side.
TikTok, y'all really be on.
I saw that one. Yeah. You gotta click on them links that Rayn be sending because she get you algorithm right. Okay.
Y'all just be seeing books.
Girl, my stuff.
That's all I be looking for. Because y'all ain't finna stress me out.
Rayn, you don't even gotta ask if you see something, just drop the link. Because I click on it, I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Just go outside because it be
I love it. I would love it.
Just like how you was over here talking about the court and the therapist. I was
like, oh, what is this? They was cussing her the fuck out.
I've been watching them all day. You hear me? Up until I logged into this live, they still going.
You were still over there. I'm supposed to be working. I'm over here.
That link from this morning. Oh yeah, when she said she called the parole officer, I said, "Oh my Lord."
Them people, wow. Cause now somebody
Trying to
done
get
slingshot
somebody locked up.
baby,
That's
but
messed
let's
up.
not get into it before they
Oh
come
my
over here.
god.
Right. We don't want none of that.
Peace.
We don't want none of
I
that.
was
We
about
read
to say
books.
they
We
can
read
come over
books.
here if they want to. My block finger strong than a
It
bitch.
is. They
Play
can't
with me
even.
if
They
you
can't.
want to.
They
I don't
can't
play
even
them
get
games.
you.
I be
But
like,
they done
mute
screenshot
block.
somebody baby,
Mute
and they
block.
talk about their baby honey, and now it's all it's World War III over there.
Oh, it was
I
a
don't know if
mess.
y'all
That's
be
wild
watching
as
it,
shit
but
that y'all be
I
doing
had to
that
get
on
off.
social media.
I had to get off. I was like, let me finish this. Let me finish
I was
this book I'm
driving
reading.
home.
I was
They
on it
doing
for a
too
little
much.
minute though.
Cause do y'all
I
ever
think
the
I didn't. I
girl
don't know if I
Nosy
went back far
Bystander?
enough.
Y'all ever see her
I know
Nosy
you're talking about.
Bystander? That's how I started. That's how I got trapped. Cause the Nosy, and she normally like report on celebrity or like like Mother Mary's hip hop. She do little D-list celebrity stuff. She do real celebrity stuff too sometimes. But she involved in that stuff now too. And I said, dang, what they talking about? What she did? So now I done got looped in the drama.
Just
I mean,
click the
not
link.
looped in. Me, I just be watching. But anyway, all that to say, the people be having kids.
Yes.
Because I think they had one of them got kids.
You know, I guess I was thinking that even if you do, like, what part of that do you keep to yourself? Like, even though Harper was over there, Adrian wasn't trying to do that stuff in front of his daughter.
Mm-mm.
And Scarlett couldn't wait to tell her.
Tell all the business. Because even Gina was telling the business.
Right. And then when you think about her cousin Willow, who lived a completely different life.
Poor Willow.
Baby, poor
Willow.
Willow. I thought Willow was like, we're not cousins no more.
And I feel like Willow too, she was about that life because she was like, bitch, I got a pass. And what?
And it's platinum. And it's platinum.
Bitch.
I bet
And she said, so who's the dummy now, dummy? I said, oh shit is going down.
Willow ain't got shit else to say. I bet you Willow leave that bitch alone now.
Right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It ain't even worth it.
Willow said, I thought we was playing 12-year-old games.
You
was on a whole different level.
I thought we was just going 9 and boo-boo. You trying to
Unbuckle somebody's seatbelt.
But not even that. It's not even that. It's
the whole
forethought.
plan.
It's the have the forethought to say, if I distract this person from doing their job properly, I can make it so the little bar is not tight enough. So then I can proceed to unbuckle her seatbelt. Right. That's the sociopath in her.
And take a picture
of it. Laugh.
But and then this comes back to Adrian, because who the fuck continues to let their daughter hang out with this person? I saw you laugh. It wasn't I heard a giggle, and it might have been. I physically saw you.
He need that job.
At this point, go bend over and get a job like that.
What did his sister-in-law say? Oh, that job is more important than my child.
Big Red some money. That man was about to be.
They have so many ways that you can make money by getting your ass fucked, and you want to have your whole family fucking. Like, that's crazy. You could literally sell yourself. Go sell your body. Be a gigolo. Do anything.
But he was willing to. He was willing to pretend that he was
legit. People over here saying, do you know this person?
I don't know who that is.
Girl, I'm sorry.
Queen Tink, do I know you for real?
You might.
I think it was early. I told y'all.
I seen it, but I was like,
I saw it and I thought that must be something with the Uzi book tour.
I was like, she must know.
What tea do we have? We don't have no tea.
It was my fault because I was talking about that situation.
We pour all the tea out because you ain't gonna have no tea.
Dallas. It's like she in Dallas.
She in Dallas, but who is that?
Anyway,
but anyway, yeah. But this little girl, Scarlett, she said she was men's. She had a high IQ. Like, these are the kids. Like,
yeah, she was lying.
Using the AI to move people's voices.
She swatted that house. Like, her plan is to kill the parents of Harper, unalive the parents of Harper by using Harper's voice and saying that things are happening to her. There's a DV disturbance going on, to get the SWAT team to go to have them unalived by the police.
But that's generally how SWAT team, like.
That's a real thing. No, have you ever heard of swatting? Because I used to game a lot. That's a real thing in the gaming community.
No,
like,
I'm saying if you think that
Alicia?
there is a situation where someone has a weapon, SWAT team don't just generally come in and ram your door in.
What they said was happening shouldn't have sense. Why?
Gotcha.
Right.
Now,
That's
you would
generally-
have. There's
I
something
was about to
else should have
say
been
normally
said.
it's
or-
SWAT. It's SWAT if you're doing, you know,
if there is
something that has to do in the drug,
Mhm,
a
mhm.
possible threat or something like that.
a situation where someone is abducted, you know what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
then you
Okay.
have SWAT. But
So we
for
got the
just regular TV,
wrong.
yes, and but for her to think, oh, let me do this, and they're gonna have basically a situation where the police is gonna unalive them, and I just sit back and watch because this is fun. Everything equated to fun to her. This when she was unaliving people. I'm just having
That
fun.
lady was
Fun.
Well, even
Can you
when
imagine being in the
when
car with her?
Harper, she lets Harper go in the pool, and she basically almost drowns, and she
I was
saves her. And
just
she
about to say that.
she
You're
said-
wild. I'm not playing with you in the
And that was
pool.
the first incident, and that would have been
But
the
what
last.
she said, she's
The
like,
last.
"How was it to die?"
But I
What?
needed Harper to have some type of
Sense.
common sense because
Something.
so everybody ain't your friend, but girl, that lady
And she
just
was
tried to-
scared.
Well, you
She
see
was
her up there
scared.
laughing.
Not
you
enough,
see
though.
her.
Not
She
enough.
was about as naive as her
She
daddy.
was so bad. Like, and then even when
That's
she's
past
on here,
naive, like
Right.
she's. I feel like she's on the whole nother like. I don't even know what to say. Like, she's beyond
It's
naive.
desperation.
naive-
It's desperation for friends. And
it's a
being-
desperation for her friends because
That's
naive
all it
would be me believing that you didn't just go in there and steal that shirt out that mall.
See, yeah, because
Okay, I
she did know what everything Scarlett did. She knew it was wrong because she didn't want to be in there stealing. She didn't want to be in there. She knew she said stitches get stitches. She knew not to snitch on nobody. She even when the stuff that happened with Willow, in her mind, she's like, oh, I wouldn't do this to my cousin, but Scarlett thinks it's funny, so Kiki, we're gonna ditch her. Like, she was just going along.
But that's not naive. The
Acceptance.
cousin situation is not naive. The threat in the mall thief, you believing that lady didn't really steal her stuff, that's being naive.
Yeah.
The cousin situation, you left your cousin stuff, that's not naive. That lady drowning you. Well, first telling you that her cousin drowned. And then
But she jokes
You
so
almost
much. I
drowned.
don't know if it's true, but then she do it to you.
No,
for
no,
what
no,
you think.
no. You knew.
You being stupid at
You knew.
Right.
because you're scared.
You're
Like
scared.
you're scared.
You knew.
Yeah.
You knew.
When you went
it's-
for a
but it's so
joyride and she
much.
almost
Her
hit
mama
a
told
tree.
her ass to wear that vest. She talked you out of it. You had already said how you wasn't that strong of a swimmer. Right. That strong of a swimmer. So if I tell y'all my homegirls, I said, y'all, I'm not that strong of a swimmer. Y'all gonna be like, well, come on to the deep end.
Hell no.
Get your ass out
Lonnie,
the
get your ass out
I'm
the
gonna
pool.
tell you
Get your ass out
to
the
stay
pool,
your
Lonnie.
ass by the steps.
Get by the
That's what I'm-
steps. You only get to stick your feet in. Okay, right.
Then but you knew that something was wrong with that bitch because you didn't even want to tell her you didn't know how to swim.
Right?
You
You didn't even
did.
want to tell her you didn't know how to swim because you knew that lady was about to try to do something to you. So yo Shannon, I was telling you, get away. And you still was in that lady's face.
But
Talking about,
you got
I
into
can
a
no
car.
longer. I'm tippy toeing in the pool and
And then I
shit.
can't
Now
feel
I
the
can't.
warming
I
up.
can't
I'm
feel the
warming up.
bottom.
No,
Like
man.
you saw
Even her getting in the car.
She said that lady. She was 14.
Yeah. She was that lady who she was 14.
She was doing grown shit.
Yes, that was a
She was
lady.
doing grown shit.
Golly. But even like her getting in the car the second time, you already got in the
It's
car
not
with the girl
even
once.
victim mentality. She wanted friendship because she didn't see herself as a victim at all.
She said the whole time, she said Scarlett would never hurt me. Scarlett would never hurt
she's
me.
not seeing
Scarlett would
herself as
never
a
hurt me.
victim.
That was the night. That was being naive.
Scarlett unalived her cousin. She gonna do it.
She said it never happened.
But then she played like, no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But don't
Get outta
ask
here.
Lamont because it was his brother's daughter. So don't say anything. But you can ask Gina. Gina will tell you. But
my
the way
thing
the
is,
the parents was just like, my daughter likes to push the buttons and push boundaries. And people just don't understand. And we push her to be a thinker and think outside of the box. And your daughter is thinking on planet Pluto.
But
It
parents
ain't
be
even a
doing
planet
that,
no more.
though.
You got to
But
have a
parents,
lawyer on
they do that.
retainer for your daughter. There's
At
a
all
problem.
times. A team. You have to have a
Listen.
team of lawyers for your child.
I'm gonna let you know. If my
They
daughter
plotting to get
crazy,
tough.
I'm gonna be like, hey, don't play with little crazy like that, cause she a little off.
Mm.
Matter of
But
fact,
they
if
kept
my
trying to
daughter was a little
secure.
crazy, her ass is committed. Cause I can't deal with it. How do I go to sleep sound in my bed at night,
You know
knowing
how
that
I
my
would
daughter
never
is a
sleep.
little
What's
nut?
them boys?
Never sleep.
What's them two boys what's them two boys' name?
I know some of them brothers that, yes. But I'm going to tell you how she slept soundly. That's why they kept looking for her some friends so their ass could be safe. Shit, that's
True.
how they slept safely.
True.
They was
She
like,
said,
oh,
he said,
we
please
just
be
make
friends with this
sure.
girl.
Make sure our daughters are
That's why
friends
I'm
and you will
drunk
move
like
up
that.
in the company.
That's why her mama drank.
That's how
And that's why her daddy be
To go
gone.
to sleep.
Yeah.
She had to drink to go to sleep, and her daddy would be gone. Exactly.
Mhm.
I ain't sleeping in that feeling good.
Yeah. Mm-mm. I just was like, I think for me, it was just like, everything in my mind is like, Adrian's gonna get it. He's gotta get it. Like the whole time he's just like, money, the money, the money, the money. I need the job. I need the validation.
He
I
needed that
need
to make
this.
him feel good because his big balls, like you in a temp job and you just feel like your wife, because like Steph is doing bigger things than he is. And I think he needs this. Well, she had the potential to be, because I mean, he temp. You ain't, I mean, that one riff.
I was about at any
reduction in
day
force.
they can let your ass go.
Right. And you the
Yeah.
first one gone. So,
Right.
like, I
And
think
it proved
he needed that.
case
know
in
what, the
point, because
only
when you went to work that one day, they let your ass go again.
The same day. And wait a minute.
Again.
The thirst bucket. Let me check my email to see if they sent me my package. Let me see if they offer me my new position. Let me see.
Yep. Well, and then
Yeah,
that's the only plot. That's the only plot I didn't understand. So there were instances in here where we have the dad and the mom like conversing. You know, Adrian goes over and she passes out. He looks at her phone, and it's, oh, well, I'm doing my part to do this, and you know, oh, well, I got the dad working, and What was their goal? Other than, you know, like what was like? Cause it seemed like there
It's
was
to
something.
throw him off, because you have the private investigator snooping around. And, you know, Gina, I think but she did it without thinking. You put on this show in front of Steph. So, of course, that sparks Steph's attention. Like, what is this going on here? So you have to try to mask everything, because the roller coaster situation has happened. And that's his niece. So they need to work on the dad. They need to work on Adrian. They need to butter him up. They see that, oh, poor little Tink Tink ain't got no real job. Let's get him going. I'm gonna give him a little this meow tonight, and you know, we got it.
Is that what that conversation? Because I just felt like it was something different. I felt like it was something like, so this is me rewriting the book. In my head, how this was supposed to go was Rick Fox looking like Lamont. Somehow he knew like Steph from back in the day or something like that, like, or something. And it was their goal to create this wedge, to create something, because it seemed like they were working behind the scenes, trying to get some kind of narrative where, you know, like, I don't know, because she was very pushing hard about like, oh, you know, your wife, she don't deserve it. Well, you got to keep your man. You got to do all these, like, it seemed like they were doing something that was like outside of the daughter.
But I think that was to create a way to get Adrian by himself, so they could convince him, so that Willow's parents wouldn't come after their daughter. Because think about it, Willow is his niece, not Steph's.
Yeah.
But they were already working.
But they were talking. It was like the wife. Part. It was.
She
like
always
it was like,
do, Britt. She always do.
No, I'm talking
like,
they said
the wife said she's the stripper. She's the brains of the operation. She's keeping everything.
She was a stripper. She was a stripper.
Oh, she was a stripper.
She was,
yeah.
She took them. She took
She said, I'm the brains of this operation. Lamont ain't keeping nobody safe. Lamont ain't keeping nothing together.
Yeah.
It's me.
Okay. I just didn't understand. Like, I guess that was only thing that kind of threw me off was when he read the conversation between her and Lamont.
So reading that conversation, basically, he should have felt like a duck, because she like, bet I got this. Going on what you're doing, offer him that little piece of job, but baby, I'm finna put this meow on him, and we're gonna be good.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And he just rolled with the punches.
In my head, it was like, a whole different plot.
Maybe
in my
that's
head,
what you should do. The whole time he's just like, yeah, maybe that's what you should do. Go along with whatever she says. Yeah, whatever she says, she got it.
Yeah.
Even when she was like, oh, I need my job back. She was like, oh, I can get you your job back. I got no.
Go ahead and bust it open.
You can get
Then
your
when
Bust it open real
job
quick.
back.
he didn't get the
But
job,
when
she
he got
was
that
like,
job, he
I
called.
get-
She was like, "I'll let you boys handle that. I don't know nothing about that."
Yeah, you know
know
that
about
I ain't got shit to do with that. Like
I
I just
told
wanted
you.
to.
I told
At
you.
that moment, I was gonna tell you whatever I told you
Yeah.
to get it. You know, it
Because
didn't
she
even
even
matter.
said she left the voicemail when they put her on speakerphone. She was like, "I know you didn't do what you said you was
Right,
going to
that
do
was
in the
so
text
funny.
message."
That was
The
wild.
booty call.
Why would you put that call on speakerphone with your wife in the? I mean, your
And then-
ex-wife.
and then-
Well,
in the
your
car,
separated
she
wife.
said, "This is what she did in the car." She said,
Right. You know
Right.
she said,
"What?
So that's what we're doing.
What?"
That's what we're doing.
Because
this
she
was the
said
face.
she swiveled in that chair.
She
and looked at
did.
him like
What?
That
he
was
like he was
everything.
like he was doing his hand like this.
It wasn't even like that. It wasn't even like that.
You
It
know, I
wasn't even like
just stuck on a titty for a second.
right. You know what I'm saying? It was only for a minute. And she like,
And it wasn't even good.
I know how your
Like-
minutes work. I know how your minutes work.
But even the maid, Francesca Lupita or whatever,
Yeah,
she
call
was
that
like,
girl the
she
demon.
was like the Diablo. Like, you got to
That's
go.
Hey, listen. On top, I'd have been like, nah, we gotta stop fucking with this little girl because if the maid see it,
We got to go.
They must have paying the maid a good little penny too, baby.
Had
Who
to.
wouldn't have been working there with
Had
her?
to.
listen, I know
I've
she
been
went back to
nervous.
her family
The
and
maid
was
was
like,
scared as
this
fuck.
little bitch
Right.
right here. You know how they be having the maid tales
She
to
went
their
right to
family at the
Santa
end of the
Maria
day.
every night. She got my candle.
She got her rosary.
Now, had she been like some kind of black, she didn't have the sage in there.
Right. I
Yeah,
know
that
you
baby was
motherfucker
nervous.
lie. I just do my job.
But she did try to get a little harp or a little water, baby. Let me let
She
you know.
said, "Cuidado,
The
Diablo."
little
in there.
bitch crazy.
I'm
She
surprised.
little touched.
I'm surprised Scarlett didn't hear her say that and jump out the
Scarlett
damn
probably didn't know
door.
those Spanish. That's it.
Nah, Scarlett knew
You
all
know
the
what
languages.
loco means.
That bitch is crazy.
What you say?
Mm-mm.
I got to go, but adios.
Right.
My son, I gotta go.
Quickly.
And I
don't
think
need
it's
no
crazy
friends.
too, because like this is like a very realistic things that parents have to deal with. It's like your kids' friends dictate a lot about who they are, especially in different times of their lives. Because even my little nephew, he's 8, I think he's turning 8 this year, and he's got some friends on the bus and they bad, and so he be trying to kiki and they got kicked off the bus. Everything they ride their own bus.
Bad or are they bad?
They done got kicked off the bus.
Influenced?
He
Is he the problem?
he's a little touched, but he can you know when you have people who know how to hurt you with words. How an 8-year-old hurt me with some words. I'm like, God damn, let me show you.
Listen, don't play with me. Because if you come to me, listen, I don't care. Anybody can get it. I'm an equal opportunist. If you go low, I'm going hell. I don't even care. Like that's why. Listen, don't play with
All
me.
you do is read. Do you do anything else? Oh my God, no. I love to read. Oh, okay.
And I'd have been like, that's why you read on the kindergarten grade level, bitch. Get off my nerves.
I mean,
It would have been bad. It would have been bad.
That's funny. But I
Yes, every time I
I don't
argue with a
argue.
kid.
I'm so non-confrontational.
think
I'm
this
not arguing.
also goes to show that as parents, we have to be very much aware of who our children are befriending. And this, let me tell you, being from a big town, then going to a small town back where my parents are from, like, who are your people, baby? Like, because sometimes that tells the tale.
You
Oh,
do.
no, you can't befriend. You ain't going over there.
Man, so when I was growing up, I used to want to talk to this boy, and it was like I used to go to my friend's house, like one of my church friends. I used to go to her house, and they lived like on the east side of San Diego, so it was a little bit more hoodish. And I used to want to talk to this boy so bad, and her husband was like, my friend's mom's husband was like, don't talk to them because 3 out of 5 of their family members over there got STDs, all like that, and just leave that side of the family. So it was just, I was like, and it was like the big STDs, the big ones, the 3-letter ones.
That is not an STD. That is a virus.
Okay, well, started
That
out
is
as
the
whatever.
package.
So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and slide on
That is
anyway.
the package.
But
Okay.
it's very much like, yeah, whoever, you got to look at the family sometimes, because
All the time. And
But
just
hold on, how your whole family got it though? That is the question. Like y'all just over there passing around the package. Like,
yeah.
listen, y'all all Amazon drivers for the fucking package.
oh Lord, I almost choked.
Oh my gosh.
Just dropping it off at everybody's house.
Yes. But
No ma'am.
it's just something like, I think like there's
Or
years
they
of
born with
development. It could have been that. It could have been that. I didn't even ask. I was 13. I didn't ask. I said, okay, bye. But it's like those developmental ages. Like you have like, I think middle school is like a big part of it, right? Middle school, high school, elementary, you kind of go where you want to go. Because my son is like that. He's like, everybody's cool. I do what I want. My son is very much like, oh, they doing too much. I'm going the other way. Thank goodness. My daughter, she gonna be in the mess. I don't know what the hell to do with her. She gonna be the star. She gonna be the starter. Oh
but in the mid, I think it starts in middle school.
I'm so scared.
But y'all, if you
It starts in elementary.
well,
It's the young one.
boys,
It's always the young one.
because I have boys. For them, I'm starting to see it now in middle school. But middle school is 5th grade here, so
Okay.
I'm starting to see it a little bit. And Evan is sometimes he's like, those girls are. Why they acting weird? Like, what's wrong with him? And, he doesn't understand it. And the boy drama is a little bit different. Like, somebody took their basketball and didn't want to give it back, and I'm going to get my ball, that kind of stuff. But I think back to the story, the real life thing about the kids going over to a sleepover, and you get unalived or beat up at a sleepover. What?
None of y'all have girls.
No.
Ah, fuck. What am I gonna do?
We're going to pray for you.
But, see, you said,
We gonna pray for you.
said that, but the kids, elementary, just last year, year before last, so they had a whole group chat where they was boys and girls in the group chat, like picking up, like, talking about each other, posting pictures.
And we didn't have that because of the technology.
It starts
so
in
much
elementary.
We have
It starts
burn
in
books
elementary,
like
and it's boys and girls.
I had a burn book that I sent around my senior year, though.
Man, I used to cuss people out on AIM like crazy. Bitch, you ain't gonna do fucking shit.
Not
AIM.
AIM.
On AIM.
What is that?
AOL? Is that like
AOL Instant Messenger? Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, I remember my friend's mom. We cussed this girl so bad, right? I wasn't even involved. I didn't even know.
We got a girl and a boy. You just got 2, right, Whitney?
I got a girl.
We got a girl and a boy.
A girl and a boy. Mm-hmm.
And my little girl, when I tell you,
I'm pray for you.
she's only 4. She's only 4, and she today she asked my sister. She said, "Why do you look crusty? Why do you have so much bumps on your face?" And my sister said, "This one."
And I
she ain't got to prove nothing to her.
And I say this. See, you know what? Never mind. You got to teach your kids early, just how to be self-confident and assured, and so they don't gotta be a follower, and how to be nice. How to be nice to people, because you don't have to say everything.
You do, but you know what? This is what happens. My sister will not antagonize, but she'll go like, "Oh," she'll be like, "I know you're not doing that." She'll be like, my daughter will be like, she'll look at me and I'll be like, "Don't do it." And then she'll go,
she's trying to burn her, like she's looking
at me, she's like, "Can I say it?" I'm like, "Don't do it." She'll be like, "Why you look like that?" And then, oh my god!
And for me, I don't allow. I don't care who you don't play like that, because then it teaches them that they can play like that. So when they get in environments when it's not okay, like you don't know. We joke, everybody joking, right? It's all fun and games until we at the house, until you're somewhere else, and they don't play like that. Right. So don't play fight, don't play joke, don't talk about each other, don't call each other, don't do that, because you just don't do it. Well, if you don't get in the habit of not doing it, period, then you don't gotta worry about it. In any environment.
I teach don't do it, because that's just like even putting your hands on somebody. You might push. You can't tell them how they give a lick back. It might be a punch that you get back. Right. So not just being kind because that's the right thing to do, but also you don't know what that person is equipped
You
with.
don't know.
So it's best to just, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You can think it, you can key about it with your brother when you get home. You know,
See, I watch so many documentaries. I have the same thing. I always tell my son and stuff, you guys don't play fight because you could kill someone on accident. And I told him, I showed him this little boy over here, they was wrestling and he killed his best friend and they were 8. And he was the youngest person to ever go to jail. He went to jail for life at 8.
They were playing.
I just think it
Absolutely.
I think it just desensitizes, especially when they play fight, it desensitizes you about what that means to hit someone. So you're playing, but just like you don't know, you be at school and you're play fighting or roughhousing, but you don't know what that feels like to somebody else.
Nope.
You don't know this joking kiki. Like I got a friend who their whole family, they like to just talk. Like it's okay for them to just talk about somebody. You're walking in like, why you look like that old big head? You know, that's how they talk. But if you don't come from that environment, or you may do come from that environment, but that's a trauma for you.
Yeah.
So you walk in the house and they feel like they're welcoming you by talking about you, but that don't hit the same.
Yeah.
So
there's a chokehold challenge.
Oh yeah, and then he is falling out. Yeah.
Hell no. So about.
So we go. What curriculum are we doing for this homes?
Girl, I'm telling you, we need
it's too much.
It's no friends, no nothing.
Like that was Harper's issue. She honestly just was not confident in herself, and she didn't have no friends. And so I think as parents, when you have kids that are middle school, preteens, and you see that they don't really have a lot of friends, like if your kids are outgoing, or if they're people who automatically make friends like that. And they may not have friends at school, but then you should take the initiative to put them in another environment. Like for me, I was a reader. Yeah, I was never an outside kid, but I've always been an avid reader. So find little stuff to do that and get them around like-minded kids so that they at least have a friend that's not gonna be out here trying to drown them in the pool.
Exactly.
Because she literally just
do all kinds of crazy
stuff. She wasn't taught because Adrian didn't have confidence. Steph had some. Adrian didn't have. Like he was thirsty.
And as a mother, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. It's my motherfucking child. And if you talk to me, I'm smack you across your motherfucking face. I don't give a fuck. Your ass going to school, and I wish them people would.
Right. And tell them to call somebody.
Tell them, cause she called me a bitch. So I'm gonna show you what they look like.
And you could get it too.
I'm gonna show you what it look like, baby.
Right.
You wouldn't even got the itch out.
Hey, man,
I wouldn't even got the itch out.
Couldn't even, because I was just like, I'm just sitting here like,
girl,
all the parents in this book, like
I'm a nigga on the street, I'm gonna show you.
Even the mom, like Stephanie, like she in her mind she knew someone right. They all failed. All these parents failed. Like, how you done committed all these unalived crimes and not in jail? Like you done.
First of all, listen, I'm gonna tell you straight
about their daughter.
I'm gonna tell you straight. If I got a little crazy on my team, you getting committed, little bitch, because I don't trust you when I gotta go to sleep at night.
That's
Who is in their own house, paying their own bills, locking the door so they little crazy don't get in the house. And no.
Oh, that's the same where she was supposed to be at the house, and then I got home and your motherfucking ass is gone.
She told her off at the door.
I told you.
And she told me
when I come in there.
She said, Harper, go upstairs. No. And she said, hold up, Harper. Don't go.
That's the thing.
The way I want to box it in.
Scarlett being able to address adults the way she do up in their house, let I'd have come off the top ropes. They'd have been like, I thought your leg was messed up. It is.
They'd have been like, why you looking at me kids? What she? Because she was grown.
That was a lady. That was a lady.
They wouldn't have found her. They wouldn't have found her.
That was a lady.
That was crazy.
She was talking to me. She called me Uranus. You hear?
Right. You do not come. Wait a minute. She handled Adrian. I'm your boss.
Did.
Basically saying I'm your boss because my dad owns the company. So that means
listen, don't nobody listen. Look, because I'd have been quickly looking for Ashton Kutcher.
Waffle House, I'd have left that bitch sit in Waffle House. Let me tell y'all.
And she ordered all that food.
Am I being punked? Am I being punked? Because baby,
we would have turned around. She went back home.
She would have got it quickly.
quickly. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, my son got a little boy on his team. You know, he best friends with it. You know, and that little boy, can't come to my house. The little boy can't come to my house because he got a little ADD, ADHD little issue. I'm like, hey, my son can go over your house, but your friend can't come over here. Because baby, look, it's a whole different set of rules that he go by. Okay?
So my sister has this little girl in her neighborhood, and we think she's a sociopath. So she done did a couple of things. She's a liar. She's a pathological liar. She done had told the police that her dad was doing stuff to her, right?
Oh no, you surely can't come
Then
back.
months later, she admitted that she was lying. Right? Her and my nephew were riding around in the little Jeeps, the remote control Jeeps or whatever. Like she done cut my nephew's hair.
She done cut. Hold on. Time out, y'all. Run it back.
She cut. My nephew doesn't have long hair. It's just like a high top fade or whatever. My sister was like, "What happened to your hair?" They got back from the Jeep. Oh, nothing happened. And she's like, "Look, someone cut your hair." She's like, "Oh," and then the little girl was like, "What happened to your hair, Michael? What happened to your hair? Oh my gosh. I can't believe that." Went home, found out that she done cut his hair. Then the lady and the lady next door, she's like, "Oh, Courtney, do you think you guys could watch my daughter?" Well, my sister works sometimes, so it would be just my brother-in-law watching her. No, ma'am, because you're not gonna say my husband did something to your daughter.
Nobody, your nephew need to be around.
Probably like 9.
9.
She's 9.
Nobody needs to be around her because she ain't wrapped tight.
Yeah,
because she can say the same. She can make the same allegations about the little boy.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they don't.
About a woman, anybody. No matter.
We see her in the neighborhood, and she got a beef going with the other lady because the other lady don't like that they chalk in the neighborhood. It's a whole thing.
You ain't got to worry about me.
I was just like, when she said it was the fact that she made it seem
like trying to figure out I'm gonna help you figure out what happened to your hair.
Did it? What do you mean, Michael? What happened to your hair?
I thought you need to be wrapped tight.
I think I'm gonna wrap up with this belt, and she get
right. My sister was so mad.
She gonna get that.
I wish I had a bill.
Man, these people, that's just to show you though, like she's like your regular girl. She's 9 years old. They live across the street. It's just you just don't be knowing. You just don't be knowing.
Especially at 9, because at 9, what's that, like 4th grade?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't even know, but he's 8. He'll be in 3rd grade. Yeah,
3rd grade.
No, that's a child that's old enough to
know better. 100%. Well, the fact that you said, "Oh my gosh, what happened to your hair?" Knows you know it was wrong. You know that it wasn't supposed to happen,
and you knew you did it, little bitch. Like you knew you did it.
Yeah, and it wasn't a huge chunk. It was just like.
And asking that to him, was that a threat? Because he
denied it. He said he didn't say anything. Yeah, it wasn't until she went home that he said something.
Right. So that was to punk him.
Like that?
Girl,
that's like punking him. Like, I dare your ass to say I cut your hair. Oh my gosh! You did.
Yeah, we don't play with that little girl no more. She come outside, we go inside.
I can hear Evan right now. Girl, you cut my hair. Why wouldn't he say it was
absolutely? Because listen, my kids need at least 3 to 4 play dates before they can go over to your house. I need to know the family inside.
And we definitely not doing sleepovers.
You can't sleep over at nobody's house. I need to meet you somewhere. I need to see how you act in public.
Absolutely. How you take care of my kids while in your care. Because ain't no way. Because I blow. Listen. F1. I know. For left eye situation to your whole little. Don't play with my kids. Don't play.
That's just crazy. It's just crazy that someone at that age could already have.
I laid up 9 months, and then I laid up and had each and every one of them children and let them live until the ages that they are. Ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna struggle through it.
All right, let's go.
I'm not gonna struggle through it all my life for you to just be over here doing something crazy to my kid. No.
Oh yeah, that's just
I didn't want to say it because the way that TikTok be snatching people. Listen, but I'm saying left eye your whole situation. Left eye your whole situation. My mama didn't play that sleepover now.
Yeah, you can't sleep over nobody's house.
Yeah, listen, I gotta know your family inside and out before my son can sleep over your house.
My
Even
parents
in the
do.
end, baby, because the ones that do it be the ones you know, not the ones you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You
Yeah. Or the ones you
That's why my
like,
house is the fun house, because that's the only place you going. This house right here.
right.
But my kids, and my kids,
They're
they
older.
got it. They got when they was little, wasn't no sleepover.
Oh, wasn't no sleepovers
Yeah.
at little age.
Wasn't no
Oh,
sleepover. No, because I
No.
need for you to be able to call me. You got a phone? Call me. Call me.
Yeah.
I'll be at the house.
I still be skeptical. I don't give a shit how old they are, because they're like mine. Of course, are old enough to tell it, but I don't want you to have to tell it.
Right. I don't want you to have nothing to have to tell.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, hell yeah, because it'd have been
We
too
need to
late.
start giving our
I
kids
can't
lessons
read
on how to use a
sometimes.
So that's
switchblade.
like the little boy, the little Nickelodeon boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That you know him, and then you comfortable, and then you have to. It gets to a point, and then they get comfortable enough to do something, and then you either don't tell because you're like, you know what I'm saying, I put myself in this position where you do tell, and it's something to tell, and it's already too late. So for me, I be sad. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. You be 21. I'm looking. My son's 24 years old. I got a 24-year-old, and I be looking. Where you live? You were.
Hell yeah, because you heard about that man. That man recently, I think it was here in Dallas. He got off by his partner. He went to go visit with his sister, and he went to go check on his dog and never came back. And his partner had something to do with it. And I was just like, for real? And then there was another dude that went to go visit his sister, and they trying to find his body. I don't even know if they found it or not.
I'm telling you.
Really?
So, yeah,
Even at
listen.
family functions and stuff. Like
Yeah.
my nephew.
Yeah, Dominic has his own apartment, but I am a frequent flyer over there. Like,
Pop up.
yes.
I would too.
And his little friends be over there.
I be
What the fuck you got
I be
going on
cuffing
in
a
here?
17-year-old. My 17-year-old be like, "Oh, ma," and I don't know if y'all know about Dallas, and he be like, "Oh, I be like, can I go to a hotel party? Hell no.
Hell no.
Can I go? I'm trying to go over here to Oak Cliff." And I was
No.
like, "Oak Cliff, that's the hood."
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Hell no."
No.
You know
What was
I'm saying?
crazy?
So
What
I'm
was crazy? What was crazy? What's really insane? I had no supervision. I don't know how I'm alive sometimes.
But times was
'cause I
different.
had
Times
zero
was different.
supervision.
Times was different.
They weren't different. They was the same. We
I
just
had-
know
I
we
used
know
to-
about it
You
more
probably
now.
right.
2 o'clock in the
You probably
morning,
right.
just out in the streets, just
Out
out
in the
in the
streets.
streets.
Out in the streets. I was.
Like,
But let's go ahead. We can carry on this conversation. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We already on an hour and 12 minutes.
All right.
I thank you guys for joining us.
any suggestions for what we need to look for?
No, we don't have no suggestions. We never do. So we're not even finna worry about that right now online. Stay tuned as we pick the next book for next Wednesday,
Yes.
same time, same place. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us. We're gonna go